Hello, Aquarius. This is going to be your June 2021 general tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. This reading is for you if you are an Aquarius rising, sun, moon, or Venus. I'm still doing these according to the most views from last month in May, and so you guys came out fourth on. I'm sorry, I have to fix this for just a moment. There we go. I'm just trying to hear myself too. All right. What was I saying? Oh, you guys came out as the fourth most views from last month. And even though I'm a little bit late like usual, at least I'm not as late as I sometimes am. I decided for this month I'm just choosing not to apologize anymore. It's a tricky time of the year. My daughter recently just got out of school, so it changes things a lot. Okay. So we'll see what comes out for you. This month I am using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot for your main cards, the Gaian Tarot for your clarifiers, and possibly the Enchanted Map Oracle cards for clarifiers as well. If you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on, and it will take you there. It's actually raining and thundering outside, so if you hear strange noises in the background, it's probably the rain or the thunder. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Mercury is retrograde, and I've only done 4 readings so far, and 2 of them I made mistakes in. In one reading I said it was April instead of June, and in the other one, the last half of the reading, the volume was extremely low. So, all right. 11 cards for Aquarius for June 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe it's just the nature of the cards that I'm using for this month, but these readings have so far been coming out extremely long, like between an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. So I'm going to try my best to try to make it a little bit shorter. Okay. All right, I think this is a pretty simple reading. I might pick some clarifiers for certain cards, but I may just leave that original card the way that it is. Okay. So your central experience for June 2021 is the King of Wands. This might be a prominent fire sign in your life. This could possibly be a Leo that you know. This is your opposite energy. This is the opposite energy of Aquarius. So it looks like June is centered around being yourself fully, being able to be out and about, surrounded by people, to spend time doing possibly community pursuits, or to be able to do the things that you enjoy, as in physical hobbies, whether it's swimming, running, doing some kind of being part of some kind of a social event, or going, just expressing yourself fully, having confidence in your abilities, being recognized for who you are. It's very warm, caring energy, very strong energy, using boundaries when you need to. You seem extremely creative this month. If this is another person, this could be a close friend, someone who plays a prominent role in your life, or someone that you are either interested in or involved with. And it looks like a really heartwarming, creative, encouraging kind of a person that is rooting you on or cheering you on with your goals or whatever you're trying to create at this time. Do I need to pick anything with this, really? I am going to pick things to go with this, though. So your challenge is the Ace of Cups. Maybe you are longing for a new emotional feeling in your life of happiness, joy, just a renewal of your emotional body. This could be wanting to start something new, but for whatever reasons it is delayed or frustrated, or it's a challenge this month. It may be a challenge with some kind of a new love or a new love interest. Maybe could be battling with things like sadness, or possibly even wrapping up something from the past before you feel that you can begin something new, or you're about to begin something new and something about it is delayed. But let's see, or just a lack of companionship, or a lack of being understood by others, or feeling alone, feeling isolated, wanting to reach out more, surround yourself with people, friends, company. Let me pick more with that. How is the Ace of Cups a challenge for them in June? You might be organizing something or being a part of some kind of community organization or event, or preparing or training for one. Both of these are sports related. This is a swim team, and this is a race or a marathon or a run. Let's see. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Strength, another Leo card. Maybe you very well could be involved with a Leo. Either with a Leo, or you're interested in a Leo, or a fire sign who is very leonine, or just someone who is very extremely creative, confident, warm, caring, has leadership ability. It might be that you are wondering whether, if this is a already existing relationship, it may be that you're wanting to rekindle interest or romance or more of the love in the relationship. Or you may want to do something with this Leo, and for some reason you're having doubts, or if you're interested in a Leo, you're not sure yet whether or not they feel the same way towards you. Let's find out more. There's the Eight of Cups. If you have been involved with the Leo, you might even have become discouraged enough to the point where you're thinking of leaving. Or something has happened that has given you some disappointments. Or it's not panning out or unfolding the way that you thought it would. Or maybe there's just been a lot going on. Okay. Or if you're wanting to be a coach or be someone who empowers other people, or who roots on other people, if this is a career choice or a way, either something that you do on the side as volunteer work, or if you work with community organizations or organizing for the community, it seems like you were really counting on something to happen, whether it was an event, something that was going to be a fundraiser, or something that you wanted people to gather together at. It looks like you are either afraid or there are some kind of complications or disappointments with it. Maybe it's canceled, or maybe it's put off to a later date, or maybe there wasn't as much of a turnout as you thought there was going to be, or something about organizing it is very messy and involves a lot more work than you thought. Or it could be saying that this Leo or this person that you are either involved with or interested in is busy doing their thing right now. Like they're super active, they're super creative, they have a lot of goals, they have a lot of things they're working on. Maybe you're just feeling left out. It may not be that they do not care about you or anything like that. It just seems like they're really focusing on themselves right now, or coming back to themselves creatively. Maybe they're busy with some kind of a project all the time, and so you just don't see them as much as you would like to, or they don't come home very often if you live together. It just seems like you feel left out. Or maybe this is just a free floating feeling that you get in groups where you somehow feel too different, or you feel alienated or left out somehow. Or maybe it's just a feeling that you have that you're trying to shake off, and it may not be founded in how other people see you or how they think of you or anything to do with them. It may just be something that you're struggling with. I don't know if it's left over from the past or if it's just a phase that you're going through right now where you have to address something, or you're noticing that you have mixed emotions about things that are kind of complicated and you're trying to figure it out on what's going on with you. And possibly how much of it is from the outside world and how much of it is internal for you. Hopefully this is making sense for someone. So, what is helping you is the Chariot. It looks like you are moving forward, and again, it's more sports in here. I don't know if you're training for something or you're planning to enter into some kind of a competition, or to display some kind of talent you have, or you've been wanting to go into that area more. If you have had car troubles, it looks like your car is fine now, or it's been fixed, or it's running good. If you plan on traveling, even though Mercury is retrograde, it seems like traveling is good for you at this time. Or just simply to set goals and then focus on the steps that you're going to take to get to those goals. And I'm getting something about being physical so that you can ground yourself out and be in your body. When you are at home alone, or you're not being physical, it seems like sometimes you get lost in your own head, or you're confronted with lots of internal feelings or things that you're going through. And so this might actually be a really good distraction, is to just do something physical in those moments where you start to really feel like you're in a funk. If you look at this picture, behind the woman is a giant mess, and she is overwhelmed, or she seems disappointed, or she seems like she's disappointed that she is the one left with the mess. Maybe, obviously these are multiple dirty plates. Maybe she hosted a party, or maybe she belongs to a family, but she is the one left with everybody's mess. And rather than trying to deal with it right now, it looks like the door is being opened up, and there is a pathway outside of the door that looks like it goes down through grass down to a beautiful lake with the full moon. when you are confronted with an emotional mess, or you're wondering whether you should stay or whether you should go, instead of staying in that surrounding, it may be good to even be physical to the point of taking a slow walk down some steps to go spend some time with a lake, or to go out for a walk, to go do something else, to gather your thoughts together. Oh, wow, Raven, look at that. You really messed up the cards, but let me see if I think that was there, that was there. This was here. Okay, the cat's really annoying me. I'm going to have to go deal with him. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hopefully he'll stay away now. Okay, we were at the Chariot. Let me pick a card to go with that. Tell me more about the Chariot as what's helping them. Maybe you get a car if you needed to get a car. Yeah, you have already set something into motion. Here's another fire card. You have a lot of fire in here. Maybe you become discouraged that something that you are creating is not going to start, or there are delays in the way that you have to deal with before you can really get going with something, but it looks like it gets resolved. Here's another fire card. The Four of Fire, or the Four of Wands. You are setting down a foundation on something new in your life, whether it's a business, a relationship, buying land, creating a safe, sacred place, or a garden, or whatever it happens to be, or even a creative enterprise. Or you're finally starting to take your talents and build them up to a point where it actually could become a way of making money or a business, or it is graduating to a more stable state. Maybe you're starting to paint a painting or write a book or whatever this might be. It's definitely something creative that you feel very drawn to do. And you may have set down a foundation, or you are about to, on something, and you're hoping it gets off to a good start, or that there won't be too many kinks in the way of doing this. And it looks like what's helping you is this foundation is taking off and is growing, and you will continue to move forward with it. This could be buying a house, this could be renting a new apartment, trying to find a new place to live. It can be so many different things, but you're basically creating structure in your life with room to grow and expand and embellish over time. And it looks like it is moving forward, and you are going someplace, and you will reach your destination or your goal. And if you have been needing to have a stable car, like maybe your old car broke or it was beyond repair, and so you've decided to buy a new car or get a new car somehow, it looks like you find one that has the basic structure of it is sound, or it will function well. I'm also seeing something in here for somebody where you may be single and there may be no one that you're really all that interested in right now, but it seems like you've been really opening up, getting involved in creative pursuits that possibly involve other people, and in the hopes of meeting someone new that you could get to know, or in hopes of creating a relationship by throwing yourself out there, going to meetings, going to take a class, a short little class in something that you enjoy, in hopes that you will meet like-minded people and make connections and possibly meet someone that you could get involved with. But so far it looks like maybe you've been going to things and there just doesn't really seem to be anybody. And you may be feeling discouraged, like you are never going to find someone. This could also be the aftermath of some kind of a breakup where you have broken up out of a relationship and now you're looking to expand, get more creative, get involved more, rather than being in the house with what seems like endless housework or endless things to do in the house or the apartment or whatever. But it seems like you feel a need to get outside, even if there's a mess left behind. You'll deal with it later. But it looks like you may very well meet someone down here with what's helping you. But it seems like you care about possibly leading something or organizing something or creating something that may involve fulfilling needs for a community or to get involved with the community somehow. So down here, very nice, you guys. In your instincts, at the root of your reading is the Nine of Cups, the Wishes Granted card. If for some reason there is someone watching where your partner has been extremely busy with working on something or doing something and you feel as though you don't really get to see them as much as you did before and you're kind of missing them or feeling left out, it looks like they may be planning to take you out or to do something special with you to still renew the love in the relationship. You seem very happy down here. You feel very blessed in a lot of ways. Let me pick more cards to go with that. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups, or you're hoping that things will go smoothly, that things will work out and you will reach your goal, or you will be able to do something. You might even be looking forward to taking a short vacation with a loved one, or to get away and go someplace really fun. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I see a loving couple here and spending quality time with each other, away from it all, just enjoying themselves and doing something fun together. Over here with the Two of Earth, there's a man with two babies. That's a lot. And there is the Seven of Water, which can sometimes mean a feeling of dissatisfaction or an emotional feeling that something is missing in the matter, or not knowing what to do, or just feeling emotionally confused, or trying to quench your thirst but not quite seeming to find the right fit. So it looks like if you are single, you have been juggling a lot. Regardless of any of these examples, you've been juggling a lot. You have a lot going on, possibly two projects, or you've got, if you're in a committed relationship, you might have kids, you might have bills, you might have jobs, you might have a lot going on that you have to juggle. Or you have two jobs, or you're trying to balance social life with work, or family life with work. You're doing a lot right now, and you care very much about what you are doing. You care very much about these two young things that are in your life, whether it's a relationship and a career, or a project and something else. You care about both, or you care about the different realms involved, so it's not like you're going to pick one over the other. You're just trying to find a balance between all of this. And it just looks like if you belong to a family, like if you have a spouse and children, or you have a family of your own, it might be that the two of you have been incredibly busy taking care of kids, trying to manage finances. Because of everything going on, you may have felt a little bit emotionally dissatisfied because you just don't feel as though you've been getting enough time together, quality time together, to just relax. But it looks like you will achieve it. Maybe you get a babysitter or somebody to watch the kids so you guys can go out for a night, or just go on a short vacation, or go someplace fun or peaceful together in order to rekindle the relationship. If you have been feeling like you have a lot going on, you're trying to juggle, or you possibly have two projects or two things that you're working on, you may have been thirsty for human connection, or for affection, or for a possible romance, or I kind of feel like you're starting to feel a little bit flirty, or you're ready to go and flirt, or you're ready to meet people, and it just seems like you've gone to different places, you've gotten involved in community things, you've followed your creativity, you're also dealing with projects that you're doing, but it just doesn't seem like you found the right fit or the right person. But it looks as though your wishes will be granted, and you will be able to find someone that you have a good connection with to get to know. If this is a project thing where you are trying to organize something, or you're trying to create something, remember what is helping you is that you will be able to create something stable, and it will move forward. And so if you have felt like there is something lacking in a situation, whether at work or with projects you're trying to do, or something you're trying to manifest or go towards, it looks as though you are able to figure it out, or you have some kind of a blessing that enables you to know that things are going in a good direction, and you see progress, and you see good things happening from this that make you happy. So in the recent past, recently, it seems as though you are focusing a lot on making sure that energy in your life is reciprocal, whether it's with money, relationships, family dynamics, work situations, whatever this might be. You want to make sure, especially because this is coins, this is the Six of Pentacles or the Six of Coins. Because this is coins, you want to make sure that the effort you extend towards something, you have an equal or more reward for it in return. In other words, you've decided you are not going to undersell yourself, or you are not going to put more effort into something than what it's worth or what you're getting back for it. And with business dealings, you need things to be fair or reciprocal. This might even be some kind of charity work, or nonprofit organization, or fundraiser, because notice she has a certain amount of money. She is extending money into multiple directions in the community in order to give back to the community. Or this could be funneling other people's money towards community type pursuits that would be able to help people. Various charities, or community, a community center, or community event, something. Or you're deciding you want to give back. You have enough at this point, and you would like to give back and do something meaningful for other people. So you've been thinking about how you could go about doing this. Or you may want to organize something for the community, and so you have been looking into getting the funding somehow through grants, through donations, through other sources, in order to funnel it back out to the community again with something that people need. And this is also realizing that you need all vibrations to be reciprocal right now. And that involves family relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, people you deal with. You want to make sure that you are actually putting your energy in the right direction, and to put a little bit more planning into it. So Your best possible outcome. Before I show it to you, I'm going to pick a clarifier to go with it. I need more information on this. Got it. That's pretty simple. Okay. It seems like you've been reaching out. You've been reaching out, wanting to connect with people, wanting to meet more people, make connections, surround yourself with social energy. It feels like perhaps you've been hungry for it or you've been holding back from it. I mean, this could be because of the pandemic. But now you're in a place where you really need to reach out. You really need to be involved with other people. You really feel like socializing right now and making connections and feeling supported or feeling connected instead of so alienated or alone or left with your own thoughts. So your best possible outcome is the Knight of Blades and the Three of Water, otherwise known as the Three of Cups. What I see here is, I mean, oftentimes when I see this card, I think that she's upset because he is messing her hair up. Maybe he's doing something with her hair that she didn't want. Or she's worried he's going to mess up her hair, and he seems a little bit loud to me. But right now, what this is reminding me of is the typical, what do you call it? The typical stereotype of at the beauty parlor, you get to kvetch about what's been going on in your life. You get to talk with the people there about the recent, escapades or dramas or things going on. It's almost like a sounding board or even almost like therapy. You go to the beauty shop to improve your appearance, but also for that social contact to be able to vent to. Maybe she's been going to this person for years and years because he knows exactly how to do her hair the way that she likes it. And each time she comes to get a trim, to possibly change her haircut, they have gotten to know each other over the years where she feels comfortable enough to be able to catch him up with what's happened since the last time they saw each other. Maybe she's upset because she just recently broke up with someone, or someone recently broke up with her, or something has happened in her life to make her feel really upset. And I could almost hear him saying something like, "Don't worry about that jerk, honey. You can find someone so much better than that person who would really appreciate you." And even though she's upset, she's listening to him. And there's a mutual, it's like that need to talk things over with a friend, or that need to get reassurance, or a boost, an emotional boost of confidence from a good friend who values you. You may want, if you have recently been through some kind of a breakup, and you've been trying to not stay in the house so much or surround yourself with monotony or this, and to seek other experiences, to go and meet people. You may want to do something to change your appearance. You may want to have your hair done or get a new outfit, or do something that makes you feel like a renewed you or a new you. And also it's kind of like a rite of passage, or it's a mark of something big in your life. And the Three of Water is friendship. It's friendship, it's socialization, it's socializing, it's going out and having fun, it's play, it's, yeah. So what you really need and your best possible outcome is that you will find your kindred spirits, or you will find people that or you already have friends that you possibly haven't seen in a while, or you're focusing on emotional support from friends and wanting to meet new friends, have more friends, um, people who can help you to feel better or boost you up when you feel down, and vice versa, to be that for other people as well. It seems as though this is your best possible outcome, is you will receive this, or you already have it. You just need to reach out a little bit more. So or I don't know why, but I just got something like image of somebody who's going to be in a friend's wedding. Something like that. Okay. In the future, here's another Seven of Cups. And this one is very different from the other one. You had two Seven of Cups. You had one down in your instincts along with the Two of Earth and the Nine of Cups. So it looks like you have a lot of choices. You know, obviously, if you're thinking of getting a tattoo, you need to think really hard about what kind of a tattoo you want. It's going to be on your body for forever. So you might as well take your time figuring out exactly what you want. And you may have so many choices that it's hard to narrow it down and figure out what is the best choice, or what is the one that you like the most, you know, to kind of get a clue on basically what you want. Maybe you've been confused about what you actually want. That might be one of the reasons on why something has been delayed, is it can't come in all the way if you haven't figured out what you want. You need to visualize it, you need to imagine it, you need to daydream about it, and figure out what you actually truly want, and then it can come in, or then you can get it, or you'll know what to choose. This could be deciding to take a talent, whether you've always wanted to be a tattoo artist, or you've always wanted to be a set designer for plays or movies, or whatever your talent happens to be. It looks like you have endless possibilities, or you're trying to visualize and envision how you would like to see this go. And you're possibly thinking about taking a risk and going fully with your talent, or with what you actually really enjoy, as a way to make money, which sometimes can be a little make us hesitate sometimes, because perhaps you have obligations, or you have things to take care of, and you need to make sure you're going to be making enough money to be able to juggle everything or handle your life. Or it could be that you're hanging on to a steady job that isn't the ideal for you right now because it's security. But you are also at the same time thinking about going into something completely different that you've always wanted to do. It's just, it seems like you're hesitating, or you're taking your time, or things are delayed because you need to think about it further, or you need to visualize it further before you can really jump into it or decide to do that. Let me pick one more. Or if you are part of a partnership, it may be that your partner who has been so busy doing something actually completes it, and either gets a raise, or a big sum of money, or a payment from that somehow, where it seems like both of you have been having to work a lot in order to manage things, but perhaps there's some kind of increase in money or a wish granted with the other partner, so that one partner can kind of think about actually having the time and the space to actually cultivate more of their art, or whatever that art form might be, whether it's cooking, whether it's organizing a marathon, whether it's becoming a tattoo artist, whatever it happens to be. It seems like one person is freed up to actually be able to kind of do the things that they've been wanting to do. But let's see. There's another Leo card. Yeah, you feel very drawn to follow your dream or to do something about your dream of what you actually wish for and what you actually want. And you're actually encouraging yourself and being encouraged by someone else, possibly a Leo, to follow your dreams. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at. So you had the Seven of Cups. Then you have the Elder of Fire, which is also known as the King of Wands, which you had as your central experience. This is your creativity. This is your project you want to do, or this is the thing you're organizing, or this is the thing you would like to create because it doesn't exist already, you know. You may want to organize some kind of a celebration or a rite of passage, or you're helping to plan a wedding, or helping to plan a parade, or whatever it happens to be, or a work of art, or a work of music, or a work of using your culinary skills. There's something really fun about it. There's something really, really fun about it where you really enjoy it. It makes you happy. You look forward to it. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. And it's like you don't have to push yourself to do this. You want to. And you may also have a fire sign in your life that is encouraging you to go towards your dreams, and it backs you up with what you actually want to do, which is great. This could be anybody, though. It could be a partner, could be a relative, could be a parent, could be a close friend that really is rooting you on or encouraging you to do it, or is a coach just naturally by their energy. It's very empowering. And they and you have a vision, or you have a wish, or you have something you wish to do. And again, I'm getting things about communities, groups of people, social things, family stuff, providing people's needs, whether they're emotional needs, mental needs, spiritual needs, or physical needs, or even just celebrating life or celebrating people. Getting something about a possible mural that you are helping to paint, or you're organizing to have painted, or improving the environment by creating more art, possibly working with children to create art or to develop, or you are deciding to go into being a coach or being a mentor or being someone who encourages other people to follow their dreams or their bliss or to follow their talents. You want to do something really creative here that feels very like it means a lot to you. But you may still be visualizing it or coming up with the plan or the strategy or fine-tuning exactly what that vision is or how you would go about doing it, or you just start it and you just do it and you have a whole palette in front of you of colors to pick. Maybe you just needed the right tools. Maybe you were delayed because you needed certain tools, and it looks like you're able to get the tools that you need. Or someone helps you to find them. So right now you have the Wheel of Fortune. You are feeling very fortunate. You see things rolling forward in a really good way. Where is it? What is helping you from earlier is the Chariot. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of movement. Things are rolling. Things are moving forward. You are moving forward rather than backwards. You're not looking back. You're looking straight ahead. and you have fortune on your side. So expect things to work out, especially when you reach out to others or when you work in groups. People can help each other with manifesting something. You definitely don't seem alone in all of this at all. You may be doing something like this with a group, and you notice that things are rolling forward, things are moving, you see progress here. You're feeling very lucky. You did have the Nine of Cups, the Wishes Granted card, as your root card. So someone may actually be plotting something that might be a surprise that really cheers you up. Really cheers you up and makes you feel like, why did you worry? Or why were you so upset? You know, how could you have doubted them? Or how could you have thought that they were never going to be there, or that people wouldn't be there? It seems like you have a lot of emotional support. So, or just people rooting you on your progress here. So, in your surroundings, yes, there is a holdup. There's possibly a frustration that happens this month with your plans, but that's not stopping your plans from being able to happen. It's just a temporary delay that is very annoying and makes you question whether you're doing the right thing, or whether it's going to happen, or whether it's going to work out. Try not to worry too much. If things are temporarily at a lull or are delayed, or you start to become discouraged, use that time to do something fun, or use that time to think outside of the box, or to look at things from a different angle, or possibly see if there isn't a different solution that you didn't think of before. Invent something, or just take a walk. Take a walk outside, maybe improve your appearance, get your hair cut. Just do something fun in the meantime while things are slow. Just because things are slow doesn't mean that things aren't going to happen. Try not to snap too. Like if there's some kind of obstacle in the way that's incredibly annoying, try not to snap at people, or snap as in completely give up. Don't do that. And your hope is that you will be abundant, that your plans will work out, that everything you've been putting your creative energy into will have a very good outcome. There's a lot of love and creativity here, and there's a lot of abundance here and good luck. So your hope is that things will grow nicely and you will have your harvest, or you will see the finished product of what you've been putting your energy into. If this is a family situation, your hope might be to spend more time with your loved ones in fun settings. Do something fun with your kids. If you do get away for a small vacation or a night off with your partner, this will make you feel less frazzled, more renewed and happy, so that when you go back home, you can do something fun with your child, instead of having to deal with all of these dirty dishes, the laundry, the cleaning, all of the other stuff. Instead, you can just maybe do an art project with your kid, or take them out on a nature walk, or just do something that has nothing to do with chores or obligations. Your general outcome is the Ace of Wands. So here's your beginning. It's happening. Go for it. Do it. There's a temporary lull that's annoying in your surroundings with something that you've been wanting to create. And it looks like after the delay or the frustration, things are on their way and you're able to take full action on something. Or if this is a new love or a new love interest, it looks like something is happening in the future with it, or the relationship has started physically, especially with the passion, physicality of a relationship. Or this can be your project that you're envisioning on. Where is it? This is your project that you've been envisioning on exactly what you want to do, what it'll look like, how you might do it, getting started with it. And it looks like this is mulling it over, daydreaming about it, coming up with the idea or the vision, and then you start executing it or you start doing it, and it's happening. And there is a brand new beginning that you are extremely passionate about that is about to occur, or you can finally take action on something. So let me pick one more. With that, you have a lot of wands and a lot of fire in this reading. You've got a lot of energy for June, or you're feeling very drawn to be active and to do stuff. You need to do what you love to do, because if you try to do the mundane things, it's like your heart's not in it and you just can't even seem to force yourself to do it. So you might as well do what you want to do. The 5 of water. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Your luck is about to improve, or something is about to be set in motion that is going to bring a lot of creativity and amazing energy into your life. You might be choosing to do a mural to signify something from the past, taking something that you have been through. This is the 5 of water. This is disappointment, thinking about past things that have happened, past losses. Possibly I'm getting something about the history of a location with possibly indigenous people or indigenous tribes' experiences with something, or just emotional loss that this person is processing and is trying to release, or it's just there's something from the past where you're taking something that was painful and you're turning it into a work of art. And because you also recognize lots of other people have been through similar things or can relate to this experience. I rarely talk about other people's stories, but it helps to not name names, and nobody knows this person anyway. But I had a friend who was in a extremely difficult, very bad car crash. And I remember a few years later, after she went through the car crash, she actually created a painting that represented what happened to her from the experience. And it was very empowering for her. And it was a very empowering, you know what this is kind of reminding me of is like Frida Kahlo's artwork, where she painted paintings of her recovering from surgery in bed. Oftentimes she painted paintings while she was in bed and had her easel set up right next to her while she was in bed, to create something artistic or community oriented that can bring people together to not necessarily celebrate something that has been extremely difficult, but to acknowledge it. And by acknowledging it, it actually is very healing. To possibly paint or create something that commemorates something from history or some common human experience that we all go through that involves some kind of loss, or taking loss and disappointment and turning it into something that is extremely creative and can make people feel empowered, like they're doing something about it. And if you continue with this journey that you're on and with your goals, you are going to have a great deal of fortune with this process. I don't see too many obstacles in your path in the future at all, and things will be rolling forward. And there's something about a rite of passage here, or passing, something about time. Okay, or nature, preserving nature, something. Okay, hopefully that made sense or helped someone, and I shall see you guys next month. Okay, take care. Bye.